Now I'm here at Todaiji Temple in Nara. It's famous for the Great Buddha. Huge, about 15 meters, or nearly 50 feet tall. It was begun in the 8th century by Emperor Shomu. But why did he build such an enormous Buddha? To answer that, let's step back to the Nara period. It lasted from 710 to 794. The capital was here in Nara. Buddhism started in India. It came to Japan through China and Korea. And during the Nara period, it spread widely. Many temples and statues were built. But it was also a hard time. There were famines, natural disasters and rebellions. And a deadly smallpox epidemic killed almost 30% of the people. Emperor Shomu was deeply religious. He wanted peace. He believed the Great Buddha of Vairocana, who shines light on the whole universe, would save all living beings, people, animals, even plants. No matter how small, please contribute.
People all over Japan gave rice,
wood, cloth, metal and labor. In the end, about 2.5 million people, nearly half the population, helped. The statue was so big it had to be cast in 8 stages. It used almost all the copper in Japan. After 8 years of work, it was finally completed in 752. The next year a great eye-opening ceremony was held. A high priest came all the way from India. Back then the Great Buddha was shining in gold. Now let's go inside and see it together. This is the Great South Gate of Todaiji. Todaiji itself was founded in the Nara period, about 1,250 years ago. But this gate was rebuilt in the Kamakura period, around the year 1199, over 820 years ago. In fact, Todaiji was destroyed twice by war. So while Todaiji is a relic of the Nara period, this gate belongs to a different era, showing the strength of the samurai age. Inside stand the 2 neo-guardians. They were created by NK and Kai-K, monks, but also genius sculptors of the Kamakura period. The statue on the left is Agyo, his mouth open symbolizing birth. The statue on the left is Zungyo, his mouth closed symbolizing death. It is said that humans are born with the sound R, and breathe their last with the sound Un. Together, they represent the beginning and the end of life. From 1988 to 1991, about 35 years ago, a great dismantling project was carried out. It was already known that the statues were made with Yosegi, Zukuri, a joint woodblock technique. But during the project it was confirmed in detail that each statue was built from about 3,000 wooden pieces. So both together contain nearly 6,000 parts. Through this work, we could see the passion of the sculptors, their determination to make the statues look strong and alive. And thanks to modern restoration, these 800-year-old masterpieces were preserved for us today. Even now, they still overwhelm visitors with their power and energy. Here we are in front of the Great Buddha Hall. This is the largest wooden building in the world. Look at the size. The hall is about 50 meters tall, 57 meters wide and 50 meters deep. The pillars are so huge that one can hardly wrap their arms around them. Actually, this hall is only about 2/3 the size of the original. Now look down at the stone path. In this picture, the colors and patterns are not so clear. But in reality, the stone pavement looks like this. It shows the journey of Buddhism. Blue for India, red for China, white for Korea, and finally the diamond pattern for Japan. It symbolizes the long road Buddhism took to reach here. And on the roof you see something curious. What are those golden ornaments? In fact, they are fishtails called shibi. Their heads face downward. meaning the whole building is symbolically in the water. You can often see them on castles and temples in Japan. They were used as charms against fire, because people in the past feared fire the most. Sadly, they didn't work twice though. Next, let's look at the bronze lantern. Most of the temple treasures were lost in 2 great fires, but this lantern is special. It survived and is still the original one. From 1,250 years ago. On its surface, you can see Buddha sutras carved in the bronze. Now shall we go inside to meet the great Buddha himself? Here we are, face to face with the great Buddha of Todaiji. This is Vairocana Buddha, the cosmic Buddha. He is believed to shine his light across the entire universe, saving all living beings, people, animals, even plants. Look at his size. The statue is about 15 meters tall. His face alone is over 5 meters long, and each eye is more than 1 meter wide. On his head you see many small curls. These are called rahotsu.
There are said to be 492 of them,
symbolizing the wisdom of the Buddha. Some people jokingly say, Buddha thinks so deeply that his hair got curly. On his forehead, you see a round mark. It is the byako, or white curl. It is said to shine like a light, illuminating the whole world with compassion. Some legends even say, its light reaches those in trouble, no matter where they are. Behind the Buddha is a magnificent halo. It represents his boundless spiritual radiance. Within the halo there are 16 smaller figures, showing that his light reaches in every direction. In other words, the Buddha is everywhere, even right next to you.